Hello everyone, my name is Justin Crompton and I will be your guide through Windows 8 for the non-touch user. Windows 8 is probably the most confusing version of Windows that Microsoft has ever released. They made radical fundamental changes to the operating system and have not done a very good job of explaining those changes. Most of the changes were made to enhance the operating system to be used on touch-enabled devices. However, not everyone has a touch-enabled tablet or touchscreen monitor and still uses the keyboard and mouse as their primary input. This course is for those users. How to get the most out of Windows 8 using a keyboard and a mouse. The first thing you will notice once you turn on your new Windows 8 computer, or you install or upgrade to Windows 8 from a Windows 7 computer, the Start menu is gone. It is replaced by what you see on the screen now, the Start screen. There are two different types of applications in Windows 8. Both types are presented here on the Start screen. There are desktop applications and Metro applications. Desktop applications are presented in the blue background tiles here. Metro applications are presented in either colored tiles or live tiles. Live tiles are when the application feeds data to the title or to the tile even if the application is not running. As you see in the stock application, the trending, the travel application, and a few others. Now, the first question a lot of people have is, well, how do I get off this screen and actually use my computer? Well, the desktop application in the lower left is just that. It's a Metro application that is basically a Windows 7 emulator. So if we click this, we will get the familiar desktop. Now I have my desktop icons hidden, so when you go to the desktop app, you just see whatever wallpaper you have assigned. To show and hide desktop icons, we right-click somewhere on the desktop, go to View, and check or uncheck Show Desktop Icons. That is not a new feature in Windows 8, but it's something that a lot of people don't know how to do, so it's worth knowing. To get back to my start screen, I simply either move to the lower left corner or press the Windows key on my keyboard. Now, the next question you may ask is, well, how do I launch an application? I want to use Microsoft Word. How do I do that? Well, there's a couple ways. One, I can scroll over here and find it in my list of applications. Or I can start typing. So if I type Word, this starts a search. I can search for applications, settings, or files. So on the Start menu, all I have to do, I'm going to hit Escape to get back, all I have to do is start typing and I immediately start searching. To launch an application, either click it with the mouse or press Enter on the keyboard. And you see I have a Word document up here already for another assignment. Back to the Start menu. To launch a Metro application, we'll go with the Maps application. We simply click on it. Up here I have directions from one place to another in North Carolina, where I am located. And we notice full screen, no menu bar. So you may ask, well, how do I do anything? How do I clear the map? How do I change things? There's no visual indication here on what to do. Now if I move the cursor around the screen, notice I get various features, but nothing in this application. If we right-click the mouse, we will see options appear at the bottom. Nowhere does it tell you to do that, just something you have to know. You'll learn a lot in Windows 8. The phrase something you have to know seems to come up over and over. Microsoft has done a very poor job of explaining anywhere how to use this new operating system. So you might ask, how do I get back to another application? Multiple ways. I can press the Start button to return to my Start screen, just like pressing the Home button on an iPad. It'll go back to the Start screen. I can move the cursor over to the left-hand side of the screen, which will allow me to cycle through Metro apps. Remember, the desktop is a Metro app and will show up. If I move the mouse down further, I will get a slide out bar showing all running Metro applications and the Start button. To move to an application, I simply click on it. So, now this right here, you might see me use several times throughout the class. This is not a new Windows 8 feature. This is called Object Dock. It is free software that installs a Mac OS-like dock in Windows. It supports Windows 7 and Windows 8. So you might see this, but you will not see it on your Windows 8 installation unless you specifically install Object Dock. If you like it, you can Google Object Dock and download it. There's a free version and a paid version. This is the free version. If you pay for it, you can install multiple docks anywhere around the screen. Alright, so returning to the Start menu, the next question you might ask is, well, how do I turn my computer off? There's no shutdown button on the Start menu. It's no longer there. Well, it's actually in the Options button. Well, where's the Options button? If you move the cursor to the right-hand side of the screen, this bar will pop up. Under Settings, this is how we shut off our computer. Now, you might ask, well, how can I quickly get to that? Windows key I will quickly bring up the PC settings and allow you to shut off your computer. Also here I can change notifications. Operates like notifications you would see on an iPad. My network settings, my volume, brightness settings if I can adjust it, a laptop or a tablet, and keyboard. I can adjust keyboard settings. So, this is the very basics of Windows 8. In our next lesson, we'll look at changing system settings. Hope to see you there.